alam mo ba kung saan ka magaling? Sa mga tao na mas nagkakaroon ng fear to do things or to initiate or be proactive is because hindi pa nila alam kung saan sila magaling. Ang alam lang nila kung saan sila hindi magaling. So, nakakatakot magsimula ng isang bagay kung feel mo wala kang weapon.
How can you bring me to the next level? Yung higher purpose ko.
Ayan.
Paano? Curious kami ni Brian.
Meron kaming ginagawa na process na name it, claim it, and then aim it. Name it is, first is, when you look at the mirror, no, ano ba yung nakikita mo? And what name can you put on those natural ways of thinking mo, feeling mo, and pati yung pagbibehave? Tawag namin doon is talent.
Okay.
Kailangan muna natin ma-discover
And
kung
define.
define ano yung natural talent mo. And a lot of us, when we ask sa mga workshops, no, sabi ko sa kanila, 1 minute, sasabihin nyo lahat ng mga bagay that you appreciate about yourselves. Few seconds lang, tumatahimik na yung room. We don't discover so much of what we already have, kung ano yung meron sa atin. So yun yung unang-unang ways na tinutulungan ko yung mga clients ko is to first discover na muna natin kung ano yung meron ka.
Sometimes di nila alam.
Madalas hindi.
Okay.
Akala natin kasi kung ano yung ginagawa natin na natural sa atin, akala natin yung iba meron ng ganon. Kasi madali eh. Kung ano yung meron ka tapos natural sa'yo, madali mo siyang gawin. And hindi natin siya masyadong na-appreciate. Kala natin normal lang siya. And that's the next thing that I help clients do is to appreciate themselves even more.
So,
And
claiming
then,
it. Ayun na yan.
Claiming it. And doon lang naman magkakaroon ng ng motivation para i-develop mo yung sarili mo. Alamin mo muna and appreciate kasi you will not develop something that you don't want. You can never be great in an area of weakness. Example na lang, no?
Can never be great.
Great in an area of weakness.
Okay.
I'll give you an example. Simplihan lang natin. Yung bata, nakitaan ng natural talent sa English, no? Pero mahina sa math. Hindi siya. May mga bagay na ang bilis nating matutunan. May mga bagay na
Hirap.
sobrang tagal.
Mahirap. Oh.
Oo, kahit ano pa. Usually, anong nangyayari sa bata na yan? Saan pinofocus ng magulang sa study? Sa math or English?
Sa math. Kasi
di ba sa math?
mahina eh.
Yeah. It is common sense naman. Mukhang common sense na, sige, mag-focus ka sa math para hindi ka bumagsak. Because we don't want to fail. Ayan, no? Pero kahit na araw-arawin niya yung math na yan, hindi siya dyan mag-excel. The most na mangyari sa kanya is huwag siyang bumagsak sa math.
Yes.
Podcast na naman with Gerald at Brian. Aral lang pulutan sa inuman at kwentuhan. Pinagsamang veterano, parehong talenta.
Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Life Over Whiskey Podcast, where we share valuable life lessons and stories you can learn from over a glass of whiskey. My name is Brian.
And I'm Gerald.
Magandang gabi sa inyong mga ka-whiskey out there. And of course, magandang gabi sa iyo, Direk J.
Magandang gabi sa iyo, sir.
Tonight is a special night because we've been privileged to invite one of a good friend of mine. And itong kakilala ko na to, I think marami makaka-relate sa kanya. Kasi, introduce ko na siya direct, no?
Sige lang, bro.
Our guest today or tonight is a Gallup certified strengths coach and transformational coach. Ito ang tagline niya, no? A coach with a listening mind and a listening heart. Without further ado, let us all welcome Ron Magsalin.
Hello.
Coach Ron, magandang gabi sa'yo.
Magandang
Hello,
gabi
Ron.
din, Brian.
Hello.
Maraming salamat
Oh.
for saying yes.
Of course. Medyo, konting kaba.
Kaba, hindi sanay si Coach Ron, no? This is the first time na nag-podcast ka.
Hindi naman, but I used to do it a lot, more on Facebook Live.
Facebook
Yeah.
Live. Yeah.
Okay.
Facebook Live. Oo nga, nag-Facebook Live ka nga pala.
Ano ba pagkukwentuhan nating
Ito
tatlo?
interesting kasi since Coach Ron is into strengths coaching, gusto namin malaman, Coach, no? And this is the topic for tonight. How can you use your gifts to reach your highest purpose?
Alright, nice.
So, pero bago yan, bago mo sagutin yon or magkaroon tayo ng conversation around it, gusto namin ikaw makilala. Maybe you can share also sa mga ka-whiskey natin out there, mga kalubarkada, saan ba nanggaling si Ron? Ano bang simula ng kwento mo?
Oh, wow. Well, looking back ng pagkabata, no? I came from a family na hindi naman buo. Hindi buo. And madaming mga challenges na na-experience. Some challenges na pwede nating sabihin na yung mga challenges na yun hindi dapat na-experience ng isang bata.
Can you share it? Or are you comfortable to share it?
Medyo ano na siya.
Sensitive.
Sensitive.
And it's very tragic.
I understand. Okay.
Ayan, but yes, but through those mga experience na nangyari na yun, dumating sa point na mas naging resilient, mas naging problem solver, and dumating ako sa point na I could say na hindi na ako intimidated ng mga failures.
Because ganun nakabigat yung pinagdaanan mo.
Yes, oo. Ayan. And
Pero,
it's not just because of family matters. Madaming mga bagay na
Yeah.
na-experience.
Pero Ron, Coach Ron or Ron, hindi mo naman kailangan i-elaborate.
Yeah.
But parang bigyan mo lang kami ng konting glimpse para lang,
Maintindihan ka rin ng mga
maintindihan ka ng
nakikinig
mga,
sa atin.
namin, mga kalubarkada namin. Yeah.
Na-experience ko na pasukin kami sa bayat, nakatali kaming lahat. Yung mga ganong
I
klase.
understand. Now I understand. Yeah. Medyo wild nga. Wild bro. Wild siya.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yun yung, pero ano ka ba? I mean, did you grow up from a rich family or middle class or mahirap? Ano bang ano nyo?
Middle class. Ayan. And
You
may
mentioned
mga bagay na na-experience na in abundance, like money. Pero nagkaroon siya ng different meaning sa akin.
Okay.
And sanay kami mabigyan ng malalaking baon ng bata. But the way I put meaning into it is, or in-interpret ko siya is, money is a compensation sa mga broken relationships.
Pero wait lang, direct, curious ako.
Okay.
Sino umalis? Nanay mo o tatay mo?
Sabihin na lang natin na hindi sila magkasundo.
Oh, so,
So
okay.
it's mutual.
It's, yes.
Pero all throughout your childhood, alam mo na talaga agad na hindi sila okay.
Grade 1 pa lang.
Okay. So parang ginamit, hindi naman sa ginamit. It's more like it was a way to compensate siguro.
I think
Pakiramdam mo.
it's for, sabihin natin na 1989, 50 pesos a day na yung ano ko eh. Baon ko.
Baon mo?
Grade 1. Di ba laki na nun?
Grade
Oo. So medyo malaki din yung baon
Coach,
ko.
what year was this?
1989. Kasi 1981 ako eh. Tapos nung college ako, medyo malaki din yung baon ko nun eh. Umaabot ng, siguro 1999, 2000, umaabot din ng 3,000 minsan. 3,000 a week.
A week?
Ganun.
Wow.
Sabi ko,
Malaki nga yun.
kung 12,000 a month yan, basic sa, mas mataas pa sa basic salary no.
Coach, sorry, I have to ask you this Sabi mo kanina, middle class. Tama? Pero wala ata akong kilala coach na middle class na magbaba
Ganun
ng
kalaki.
3,000.
Alright. Hindi siya galing talaga sa parents. Galing kasi siya sa lola. So, kung titingnan ko yung
okay,
family
okay.
namin,
Okay.
middle class
Okay,
naman,
that makes
comfortable.
sense. Okay,
But
okay.
nung time na yun, feeling ko, there was a pressure sa side ng dad ko to give us the financial needs.
Okay.
But it was not coming. Hindi siya galing sa tatay ko, galing siya sa lola ko, sa father
Okay,
side.
gets. Ngayon medyo na ako na.
So, it was your interpretation na they were providing financial means as a way to compensate. Yung sa nangyayari sa
Ganun ko siya na-interpret. Kaya lumaki din ako noon na kapag madaming money, mainit ang ulo, magagalitin. Kaya affects relationship. Pero pag okay naman yung relationships ko, okay lang din kahit wala masyadong pera.
Oh.
Alam mo,
Ganun ang
Brad,
story ko.
from what I'm getting, di ba? Ang usual na bata, pag maraming pera, Christmas. Kunyari, Christmas, di ba? Yun yung marami tayong pera, di ba? Pag asa bata, dahil binibigyan ka na. Sa case ni Coach, the more na may pera pala, kinakabahan na siya.
Mas mainit ulo ko actually.
Kinakabahan.
So, do you find yourself na kapag okay yung relationship mo, ay kung maraming pera, sabi mo, pag maraming pera, hindi okay yung relationship, tama ba?
Yeah, mas madali ako magalit, mas madali ako. Noon yun, naayos ko na siya.
Okay. Pero in the context ng noon, so do you find yourself parang medyo sinasabotage mo yung relationship minsan?
Yeah, dun yung mga times na konting mga mali lang. Ako yung tao na kapag mali ka, I'm gonna make sure na maamin mo na mali ka at kung hindi, talagang didikdikin kita.
Titigin mo.
Yes.
So, parang i-rub off mo sa face ng tao talaga na you're wrong. Parang gano'n.
Ganun.
Grabe.
Why? I'm just curious, Coach. Why? Why do you have to do that?
Yung frame of mind mo nung
Yeah.
panahon na
At
yun,
that time,
ano yung
at that
naiisip mo?
Ang frame of mind ko is sobrang strong need to be right. Oo.
Okay.
And I do not know kung dun ko ba nakuha sa family or what. Kapag may nag-aaway, kailangan mayroong mananalo. And kailangan laging akong nananalo sa argument because sa mind ko, it's me na I am the one na merong proof, evidence,
Ako yung tama.
etc. Ako yung tama. Ganun.
Okay. Pero, Coach, ako feeling ko at some point, kaya ka siguro naging ganun din. Because ginanon ka rin eh.
May ganun.
Di ba?
Yeah.
Kasi parang feeling ko, like a bata, hindi ka mo naman pwede magkaroon ka ng isang character na ganun kung hindi mo rin na-experience sa may ng ganun sa'yo. I don't know.
May role models kasi.
May mga naaalala ko na times na kapag mali yung ako, kailangan kong talagang aminin na or sabihin na ako yung mali. Ganun. And then, I think, umabot din sa ma-instill sa mind ko na kapag ako yung tama, mali yung ibang hindi ako titigil hanggat hindi niya sasabihin.
Sabihin na siya yung mali at aaminin niya.
Yes. Ganun.
Now I understand, even if hindi inelaborate ni Coach kung bakit yung childhood niya was not, how would I say it, hindi siya ideal childhood, diba?
Hindi siya perfect.
Oo. So, paano pumasok ngayon yung coaching? Parang, I mean, kung ganun yung pinagdaanan mo, I mean, sorry to ask you this, but if yun yung pinagdaanan mo, why would, like, me, example, get you as a coach? I mean, ano ba yung story dyan behind the coaching?
Ano ba yung naging transformation mo? Kasi ganun ka dati.
Oo.
Dati talagang mainitin yung ulo ko and there's kumbaga what pushes me to be successful and what I do is yung anger behind. And then dumadating sa point na because of that, kapag may na-achieve akong tagumpay or success, isa-sabotage ko ulit yung sarili ko for me to be angry again and then for me to push myself again. Kaya lang nakakapagod.
Nakapagod nga yung ganun.
Nakakapagod na siya.
Pero common yun, ah.
Pero aware ka? I mean, nagugulat ako kasi aware siya na sinasabotage siya yung sarili niya.
Yung
Kasi
awareness.
some other people are not aware.
Ang nangyari, awareness, nangyari after na, nung transformation, nung binabalik ako, oh my, every 7 years, every 7 years, sinasabotage ko yung sarili ko. For example, nung college, naging chemistry quiz bee champion pa ako, pang third out of 2,000 students sa engineering. And one semester na lang, sabi ko, ayoko na. Drop out ako.
Ganun lang.
Ganun. Tapos, ayan, pati sa career, parang, wow, okay na. Naging flight attendant ako. And then, after 6 years doon pa, ayoko na. Parang lagi kong, kapag andun na ako, bigla ko na lang siyang puputulin. Parang ang sarap ng feeling ko na bumagsak ulit, magalit, and then prove to other people
That you can
kaya ko
always
umakit ulit.
come
Oo.
back.
O na hindi ko kayo kailangan. Ganun.
Oh, shit.
Pero alam mo, Coach Ron, gusto kong mag-dig deeper dyan eh. Saan ang gagaling yung ganong mentality? Yun eh. Kasi like, let's face it, lahat tayo bumabagsak, umaangat. May mga iba bumabagsak, hindi nakakaangat. So, as a person like you, why would you want to put yourself in a situation na pahihirapan mo ulit yung sarili mo for you to climb up again?
nung babalikan ko to, nagkaroon na ako ng awareness is that nung bata ko, I feel the need to be strong. And kung babalikan ko siya, parang nakikita ko lang yung strength ko as a person kapag may mga challenges akong na-experience more than success. Kaya for me to
Na-anchor
have
na yung
this,
ano,
have this persona na magaling ako, malakas ako, and kaya ko yung sarili ko, doon
Dapat hardships.
nagsashine siya kapag nasa baba ako or bagsak ako. Kaya
Dapat hardships.
nung na-realize ko, oh my, ganun pala yung mindset ko dati.
Kumbaga sa game, naka-hard mode to pare.
Parang yun yung attraction niya na attracted siya dun sa hardship kasi dun yung nakikita yung strengths niya.
Parang wow, paano mo nagawa yan?
galing mo.
How were you able to overcome those challenges? Ganyan. Pero napapagod na ako.
Napagod ka na. So ito na nga, direct, napagod siya.
Okay.
So ano yun, parang nagkaroon ka ba ng realization about your strengths? How did you came up to be come up with strengths coaching mo?
Ito yung nagsimula yung talagang journey ko towards personal growth and understanding myself even more. Nasa sales ako before and mahilig talaga akong magturo. I love to teach, mag-conduct ng workshops or training. And then sinabihan ako ng manager ko na may nagsabi sa akin, train ka na daw ng train, talk ka daw ng talk, hindi ka naman daw achiever. Sabi. Ang sakit kasi totoo. Pero ang sabi ko, sino yan? Sasampalin ko ng benta. Umano ulit ako. Yung alam mo yun,
Nanggigil ka,
Nanggigil ako ulit. Na feel ko nasa baba ako and people are mocking me because nagtiteach ako about technicalities about the products. Ganyan. Pero hindi siya nagta-translate into sales. So
Outcome,
galit na naman ako. So pumunta ako ng bookstore. Pero masama yung loob ko. Tapos may nakita akong book, Strengths Finder. So kinuha ko siya. And then saka ko siya binasa. And then na-realize ko na, oh my, ito pala yung mga gifts ko, ito pala yung mga talents ko, analytical, problem solver, mga ganyan. Kaya pala ang hilig kong magturo. Ang hilig ko mag-problem solve. Hindi ko lang siya nagagamit ng tama. Then, nung ginamit ko siya ng, dinevelop ko yung self ko, nasampal ko nga ng benta yung nag 400% yung growth ko within a year.
Wow.
Yeah.
So parang kung hindi niya pala nakuha yung libro na yun, hindi siya nagkaroon ng perspective, you're still gonna be in a space of trying to be right or proving the other person wrong. Right?
I'm not sure. Baka may dumating ulit ng mga experiences that will lead me to this path. So it might not be during that situation, pero alam ko sa sarili ko, dadalhin ako there.
Actually, ako nga, Coach Ron, for me, you should be grateful to that person.
Yes, I know.
Diba?
Yeah.
Because
Ginawa ng gasolina direct eh.
naging gasolina yun eh.
At na-trigger niya yung galit ko in a good way.
Yeah, in a good way. But of course, Coach Ron, yun yung, like ako, I believe, no, tayong tatlo have something in common, which is pagka nainis tayo or may sama tayo ng loob, we turn it to our advantage. But, to some other people or majority of the people, not only in the Philippines, all over the world,
Yes.
technically, kapag meron silang mga adversities, they're not resilient. They're not resilient. So, parang, it's a good thing lang that it worked for you. But, hindi mo ba na rin naisip na at some point, yung gasolinang ginagamit mo, sabi nila, di ba, parang, if you want to be successful, do it for yourself, not for other people. Anong take mo doon?
Based na lang doon sa sa anger ko. I was not actually doing it for myself. I'm doing it because I want to prove something to other people. Kaya may nahit akong goal, ay, ito na pala yun. Bakit di naman siya masaya?
Pareho lang pala.
Wala naman pala. Hindi naman pala ganun ka-exciting. So, di baba na lang ako ulit. Ganun yung nangyayari.
Recurring na
And then, I went through yung transformational program. Nag-iba yung fuel ko.
Nag-iba na.
Oo. Pero nawala muna yung anger. And then, I felt empty. Parang wala na akong nagkaroon ako ng career crisis, ganyan. Feeling ko, di na ako gigil katulad before. And then eventually, pakunti-kunti, I am now operating from the point of view and fuel of love and joy. And then, pag may na-experience na akong success, sin-celebrate ko na siya. Compared noon.
Before,
Kapag may na-experience akong success before, dinadoubt ko pa yung sarili ko kung
Legit ba to?
Is this a compensation for something else?
Parang lahat may meaning.
Yeah.
Yes.
May negative na So, do it for yourself because it brings you joy and it's coming from love. Yun yung nasasabi ko.
Pero coach, no? So with your profession now, no? I mean, what are the advantages na makukuha ng isang tao? Let's say for example, I hired you as a coach.
Yes.
I mean, how can you bring me to the next level? Yung higher purpose ko.
Ayan.
Paano? Curious kami ni Bri.
Meron kaming ginagawa na process na name it, claim it, and then aim it. Name it is, first is, when you look at the mirror, no, ano ba yung nakikita mo? And what name can you put on those natural ways of thinking mo, feeling mo, and pati yung pagbibehave? Tawag namin doon is talent.
Okay.
Kailangan muna natin ma-discover
And define.
kung ano yung and define ano yung natural talent mo. And a lot of us, when we ask sa mga workshops, no, sabi ko sa kanila, 1 minute, sasabihin nyo lahat ng mga bagay that you appreciate about yourselves. Few seconds lang, tumatahimik na yung room. We don't discover so much of what we already have, kung ano yung meron sa atin. So yun yung unang-unang ways na tinutulungan ko yung mga clients ko is to first discover na muna natin kung ano yung meron ka.
Sometimes di nila alam.
Sometimes, madalas hindi.
Okay.
Akala natin kasi kung ano yung ginagawa natin na natural sa atin, akala natin yung iba meron ng ganon. Kasi madali eh. Kung ano yung meron ka tapos natural sa'yo, madali mo siyang gawin. And hindi natin siya masyadong na-appreciate. Kala natin normal lang siya. And that's the next thing that I help clients do is to appreciate themselves even more.
So,
And
claiming
then-
it. Ayun na yan.
Claiming it. And doon lang naman magkakaroon ng ng motivation para i-develop mo yung sarili mo. Alamin mo muna and appreciate kasi you will not develop something that you don't want. Ayun.
So, what are the advantages, Coach Ron? Like, for example, ako, I know my strengths. Kunyari
Yes.
lang, no? Am I still your market or kailangan lang ba to sa taong hindi na-appreciate ang sarili? Ano mo doon?
Alright. Nice. May mga tao na nagpapa-coach because they want to overcome a challenge. Alright? They want to overcome something na they don't want na in-experience nila but they want to move forward. May mga tao din na I am aware but I have a different goal now. I want to kumbaga achieve a higher level of excellence. So there are a lot of people who are aware na nagpapa-coach pa din. Kahit din ako nagpapa-coach din ako sa ibang coaches. Yes. Yeah, sometimes kasi you need a little set of a different set of eyes
Different set of eyes.
and another person who will provoke you also and then evoke more awareness. May mga bagay din ako na hindi nakikita sa
Blind spots
self
mo.
ko.
Blind
Oo.
spots mo.
Ayan.
Pero ito gusto kong tanong, Coach. Ano masabi mo sa thought na, alam ko na yung strengths ko. Para mas marami ako ma-accomplish, mas marami ako magawa, why not improve my weaknesses? Ano masabi mo dun?
Ito yung namin sa Gallup na you can never be great in an area of weakness. Example na lang, no?
Can
Kapag
never be great.
Great in an area of weakness.
Okay.
I'll give you an example. Simplehan lang natin. Yung bata, nakitaan ng natural talent sa English pero mahina sa math. Hindi siya. May mga bagay na ang bilis nating matutunan. May mga bagay na sobrang tagal.
Mahirap.
Oo, kahit ano pa. Usually, anong nangyayari sa bata na yan? Saan pinofocus ng magulang sa study? Sa math or English?
Sa math. Kasi
di ba sa
mahina
math?
eh.
Yeah. It is common sense naman, mukhang common sense na, sige, mag-focus ka sa math para hindi ka bumagsak. Because we don't want to fail. Ayan, no? Pero kahit na araw-arawin niya yung math na yan, hindi siya dyan mag-excel. The most na mangyari sa kanya is wag siyang bumagsak sa math.
Yes. At maintindihan lang
I
yung basic, like plus, minus, divide.
Sobrang relate.
Oo. So kung sobrang inubos niya yung time sa tutor, pag-aaral sa math lang, nasayang yung potential niya sa English. Baka siya pa yung nakapagsulat ng Harry Potter. Kung
Correct.
finokus siya
galing
ng magulang
Tama.
niya doon sa, okay mag-tutor ka sa math para wag kang bumagsak. But, i-develop natin yung English mo kasi na-enjoy mo siya, meron kang level of satisfaction, ang bilis mo siyang matutunan.
Effortless siya sa'yo.
Effortless, maging successful in something na meron na sa'yo.
So in your opinion talaga, why focus on your weakness when you can focus on your strengths?
Yes, kasi for example, I keep on focusing on my weakness. Pag naayos ko na siya, hindi na siya problema, maghanap na naman ako ng weakness. Babalik
So,
na naman
never-ending
ako
siya.
sa
Maghahanap ka na naman ng ano.
babalik na naman ako sa dati kong ugali na naayos ko na yung problema, hanapin ko na naman yung problema sa
Follow-up
sarili ko.
question, sige. Anong point na kailangan mo nang i-improve yung weakness mo? May ganun bang
Improve
sitwasyon?
sa Gallup we call weakness as a lack of a lack of skill, a lack of knowledge, a lesser talent or a lack of talent but causes problem.
Okay.
So hindi
What
siya
do you mean?
considered weakness kung hindi naman siya nagiging problema. For example, hindi naman ako magaling sumayaw. Wala akong talent sa dancing. Hindi ko siya weakness. Bakit? Hindi naman problema kung hindi ako magaling sumayaw.
Kasi hindi mo naman siya gagamitin
Hindi mo
sa
siya
trabaho
ginagawa.
mo.
Hindi ko naman
Hindi mo
gagamit
nagamit
sa
sa
trabaho Diba? Pero kung sabihin na natin, kulang ako sa skills and knowledge sa math, alright? And because of that, bumagsak ako, that is a weakness.
Okay.
Naging problem. What we do with weakness, we don't focus them. We don't focus on them. Mamanage mo lang siya.
Mamanage.
Para hindi siya maging hindrance sa success mo. So, tutor ka sa math para wag kang bumagsak. Pero let's focus on kung saan ka magiging successful. Kasi doon ka mas magkakaroon ng meaningful contribution sa society.
Okay. So the only time that you will focus on the talents na hindi ka masyadong magaling is when it causes problems and trouble.
Yes. Oo.
Actually, alam mo, yung sinasabi ni Coach Ron, in-explain ko yan, may nagtanong sa akin yan before. Sabi ko, I think one of my people, sabi niya, so, tawag dito, boss, they call me boss Che, what is your parang advice? Nakalimutan ko na kung anong ano namin. Basta sabi ko lang, wag nyo na i-focus yung mga flaws nyo or let's say imperfection nyo. Might as well just, strengthen your strengths. So they don't understand. Sabi nila, bakit mo gagawin yun? Di ba lahat ng tao ang pinapayo nila is to improve on your weakness.
Para all around ka.
Para
ganun
all around
yan.
ka. Tsaka malakas ka masyado. Para, kumbaga, yung fortress mo, unbreakable. Pero I agree with you na why dwell on something na, kumbaga parang, it would take so much effort and time. It would, kumbaga, yung time-consuming for you to improve. Kung itong English, inaral mo na agad, magiging GOAT ka pala dito.
Yeah.
Magiging J.K. Rowling. J.K. Rowling
ka ba talaga?
Diba? Magiging ganun ka pala. So parang, I totally agree with you. But, to some other people, I mean, majority, they don't get it. Na parang, mali yan. Kasi dapat i-improve mo rin yung yung weakness mo. Ikaw ba? Anong take
Pero
mo doon?
magandang point yun yung pinag-usapan natin na improve on your perceived weaknesses only if
Kailangan mo siya.
it's hindering you to perform or do your role and responsibility. Kasi 'di ba, syempre kung yun na pala yung it's a matter of maybe life and death na pala. Hindi ka marunong mag-CPR, for example, ganyan. So it's sa trabaho mo, there's a chance na mangyari yun. So it's already hindering you to perform your duties and responsibilities.
Para kang flight attendant pero hindi ka marunong. Magaling lumangoy.
Oh. Diba? So, if you play out scenarios in your life, if it's bound to happen, then definitely that's something you need to improve.
Yeah. So yun yung take mo.
Yun yung take ko.
How about you?
Ang nakikita ko din kasi na sa mga tao na mas nagkakaroon ng fear to do things or to initiate or be proactive is because hindi pa nila alam kung saan sila magaling. Ang alam lang nila kung saan sila hindi magaling. So, ang nakakatakot magsimula ng isang bagay kung feel mo wala kang weapon. So, we focus first on, let's develop kung saan ka muna magaling so that you will know how to contribute. Ang ganda kasi nung term na, wow, I am a well-rounded person. Pero wala namang well-rounded person talaga eh.
In reality.
Oo. And kung isipin mo maging well-rounded ka, namimiss mo yung opportunity na makipag-collaborate sa ibang tao na may strengths na wala ka. At may contribute mo yung strengths na wala yung ibang tao. So why we focus on strengths is that you will understand where you can be most valuable, and then you get to appreciate yung ibang tao naman na merong talents na pwedeng i-contribute sa'yo.
So, sige, siguro ang ganda ng sharing mo, no? Siguro, how can now, sa conversation na to, how can now itong strengths magagamit with collaboration? Lalo na, syempre, minsan, you're also part of an organization, a company. Paano siya magpe-play ng role in making sure na maayos ang isang organization? Sasagutin mo yan sa pagbabalik ng Life Over Whiskey. So we'd like to ask you, and this is part of the segment where tinatanong namin yung guest, ano yung top 3 qualities nila as a person?
Alright. Napansin ko sa sarili ko na ang dami nating qualities. And depende sa season ng life natin, may pina-prioritize
Try
tayo.
mood mo for today. Yes. Diba?
So, sa stage ng life ko ngayon, ang mga 3 qualities na talagang dinedevelop ko lalo is empathy. Empathic ako, yeah.
Empathic person.
Learner, but now yung learner ko is more focused. Dati lahat gusto ko matutunan. Ngayon, may strategy na on learning. And still, problem solver. Yan yung 3 qualities ko.
Empathy, learner, problem
Ang ganda
solver.
naman ng qualities ni Coach Ron.
Yes.
Galing.
Ang nakakatuwa sa learner and empathy, yung learner ko is towards people na. And non-stop siya. Ang dami kong...
Hindi na personal skill, no?
Hindi na technical knowledge lang, hindi lang skill, but more on people.
Yeah.
And parang the more I try to learn about people, mas marami akong nalalaman na hindi ko alam.
And now, nandito na tayo sa pinaka-inaantay natin na segment, Karaoke King ka ba?
So, Coach Ron, gusto namin ma-impart mo naman ang iyong talento sa pagkanta. This is a part where maybe you can share ano ba yung favorite song mo. Just kahit chorus lang, kantahin mo. Meron ka bang naiisip? Top of mind?
Okay lang ba ka luma?
Ano yan?
Luma, Follow Your Road.
Follow your road.
Okay, sige.
Ba? Ayos
Editor, ikaw na bahala dito.
Ay.
Ikaw bahala mag-score, ha?
3, 2, 1.
You got to follow your road, follow your road, follow your road. And maybe someday your road will take you far away. Yan.
Wow!
Tan, tararan, tan, tan.
Grabe, thank you. Baka related doon sa topic natin, following your road. And eventually, it will lead you to a place where you would want to go.
Yeah. And where you belong.
Where you belong.
And welcome back to Life Over Whiskey.
Ayun na nga, Coach Ron. So we're in the talks of knowing your strengths and making sure that you are able to use it to achieve your highest potential. Pero paano yun, no? How can it be used in the context of collaboration? Siguro when you're doing it with other people na. Kasi syempre, you can't do everything eh. Right? So paano yun? How can strengths be used in that context?
Yun talaga maganda when it comes to strengths is realizing na magkakaiba ng strengths or differences. These are actually advantages sa isang organization, no? Like ko sinasabi, hindi ka makakapag-paint ng amazing painting using one color. For example, white paper, white crayon. Walang lalabas, di ba?
lalabas.
When you start realizing na magkakaiba tayo ng strengths, mas naiintindihan natin how can we collaborate well together. Kunwari na lang sa bahay, no? Tapos merong dalawang anak. Yung isa ayaw niya ng naaalikabukan, nangangati siya. So mas gusto niya naguhugas siya ng pinggan. And then yung isa naman ayaw niyang nababasa. So mas gusto niyang magwalis. So yung strength ng isa sa paghuhugas, yung strength ng isa sa pagwawalis, kapag may kailangang hugasan at kailangang walisin, alam ng nanay kung sino ang
I-assign niya.
kanino i-assign. Mas magiging maayos yung work sa bahay. Pero kung hindi alam, tapos ang ginawa ng nanay pinagpalit, hindi magiging maayos yung trabaho. So, kung magkakaiba ng strengths ang mga tao, ma-realize natin how can we work or achieve a goal working together as one. Ayan. Kasi
And
mas
that
maiintindihan mo kung saan ako. Okay, sabi ko sa mga ka-work ko, no? Pwede ako sa mga biglaan. Doon nyo ako ilagay. Pero pag mga documentation, please, wag nyo na akong pa-document. Pero meron akong isang kasama sa work na very structured. Ang galing mag-document. Talagang yung pagta-type niya, ang bilis. Pero hindi naman siya mahilig sa mga impromptu.
Spontaneous.
Oo. Kaya pag magkoconduct kami ng workshop, alam na namin kung saan namin ipoposition yung bawat isa. And then, natatapos namin yung mga ginagawa namin ng masaya. Kasi, nag-focus kami doon sa sa strengths namin.
Siguro
Galing, no?
From what I'm getting from Coach Ron, hindi mo pwedeng gawing sales ang taong pang-admin. Pang-admin. Parang, kung magaling sa admin work yan, lagay mo lang sa admin. Huwag mo
Hindi maging productive
Hindi mo pwedeng gawing sales yan. Kasi kahit anong push mo dyan, kahit mag-aral pa yan na maging magaling magsalita or para mag-persuade na isang tao, it will never be natural. As kung natural gift niya is admin works, which is to type or to encode everything, yun yung kanya. Well, doon sa isa naman, natural sa kanya na mabulaklak ang dila eh.
Yeah.
Diba? So, tama.
Tapos ilagay mo siya sa admin.
Hindi
Mabubuisit.
Hindi pwede. Hindi ba
Ganun din
pwede?
ako. Buisit din ako sa admin eh. Admin tasks. Napaka-tedious.
Pero maraming taong magaling sa ganun.
Yeah.
Marami. Meron
Yeah.
talaga sila eh. Parang, yeah.
At masaya sila doon.
Masaya sila doon.
Kaya lang yung ibang tao akala nila hindi yun maganda, hindi masaya. Pero pag na-realize natin na yung iba-ibang tao, iba-iba talaga ng mga strengths and they have an opportunity to stand out kung saan sila may strengths.
Yeah.
Ma-realize natin na
Parang
very
banda
good.
lang yan eh. Diba? Banda.
True.
May magaling
May bago ka na. May bago ka na. Go. Do direct.
May vocalista magaling, may magaling mag-drums, may magaling mag-guitar. But at the end of the day, alam naman natin lahat na ang sumisikat is yung vocalist. But, kung sobrang exceptional din ang talent mo at ginalingan mo talaga, bakit may sumisikat na guitarist like Slash? Di ba? I mean, kasing sikat niya yung vocalista which is si Axl Rose. So, ibig sabihin, ang point ko lang, kung ano man yung role mo sa isang organization or sa isang group, as long as magaling ka sa ginagawa mo, that nobody can replace you, you'll be valuable.
Ito nga lang yung tanong, alam mo ba kung saan ka magaling?
Yun.
Yun kasi ang mas nakikita nila magaling yung iba. Pero kapag tinanong sa sarili, saan ka magaling? What are your strengths? Halos walang masagot yung mga tao na napansin ko.
Maybe you'd like to share a story. Na ito kasi favorite na story ko to eh. At magusto mo nito direct, no? And it's a story of maybe realizing our own strengths. So go ahead.
Alright. Nakalimutan ko kung sino yung author nito. No? Ang title nito is The Littlest God. One time, nagkaroon ng convention yung mga gods because they made a mistake.
Okay.
Sabi nila, we made a mistake. Yung mga tao na ginawa natin, masyadong curious, masyadong adept. And the only thing that nagse-separate them from us is we have the understanding of true power.
Okay.
Kung pati yan, mahanap nila, baka kalabanin tayo ng mga gods. So, kailangan nating itago itong, power na
True
to.
power na to.
Yeah.
Oo.
Pag
Kaya lang,
na-discover, yari.
Yes, yari. Kaya lang, ang problem, saan natin itatago? So may nag-suggest, no, ang God of the mountains. Yan. Why don't we hide it sa pinakamataas na parte ng bundok? Sabi nung iba, wag dyan. Eventually, maabot din nila yung tuktok ng bundok na yan. And true enough, nangyari din. Sabi namang God of the sea, bakit di na lang natin siya itago sa pinakamalalim na parte ng dagat? Wag dyan, makaka-create sila ng mga submarines na will explore
The
the
deepest,
sea.
darkest
Ganun.
depths of the ocean.
Yeah, eventually yung mga tao na yan will create mechanical birds na will explore the skies and the space. And then pati yung mga gubat, no? May lalabas din nila yung mga secrets na yan. And then tumahimik na lahat. Parang lahat na explore na nila. Until nagsalita yung The Littlest God. Tahimik lang siya. Hinintay niya munang tumahimik yung paligid. And then ito yung sinabi niya. Alam niyo ba, actually proud ako kung paano natin ginawa yung mga humans eh. Very curious sila, mahilig silang mag-discover, lalo na ng mga bagay na wala sa kanila. So kung may itatago tayo na power, understanding of true power, why don't we hide them in each and every human being? Because the last place that they will look for something that is great is inside themselves.
Napakaganda. Ganda. Ang galing.
Yeah.
So, in short, the true power is within you all
Yeah.
along.
You.
Grabe.
Grabe yun. Ang galing nun. Actually, yun ang sasabihin kong takeaway ko.
Pero ano mo, sobrang nakakatawa lang din. Siguro looking back, if I were not aware of yung natural tendencies ko, I would not be in a place where I'm happy. Kasi I would always try to focus on what's lacking, what's missing. Diba? Yung weaknesses ko nga. So, not until I realized na why not focus on where I'm good at. And yung mga perceived weaknesses ko, nahanap ko naman ng way to para circumnavigate eh.
Oo.
Alam mo yun, na parang nakikita mo na, okay, bakit kapag nag-create ako ng content, eto real talk na nangyari talaga. Bakit pag ako mag-isa, alam mo to direct, pag ako mag-isa nag-create ng content, hindi ako consistent. But if I work with somebody or I collaborate with someone, ang bilis ko kumilos. Maybe because I feel a sense of responsibility na hindi na ako mag-isa. That's why I'm here. And sobrang consistent kami ni Direct to create content. But if it was me, ang hirap. Ang dami kong reservations, madami akong excuses.
Yes.
Pag pwede bang mag-share dyan sa
Yeah,
ano na yan?
go ahead.
So may tendency na people will say, dapat driven ka, dapat hindi
On
mo
your
kailangan,
own.
you have to do it on your own, ganyan. Pero nung nalaman natin yung strengths, may mga strengths na ang kanilang productivity is collaborative productivity. So bakit mo ipipilit maging mag-isa kung mas productive ka together with other people?
Correct.
Yes.
So, imbes na ipilit mong gawin ko tang mag-isa, who should I or who can I partner with?
Tama.
Ganon yung strengths-based
Diba?
approach.
Coach, babalik ko lang rin yan sa parang may mga taong meant to shine as a band.
Yes.
Diba? Parang, let's just say Eraserheads.
Yeah.
As a band. But may mga ibang tao na design na soloista sila.
Yeah.
Like Adele.
Yes.
O, diba? Parang, that's how I see it. Tama ba?
Yeah, yes. Bakit mo ipipilit na ipipilit yung sinasabi ng ibang tao kung hindi yun yung joyful and mas natural way for you to achieve success. Ayan.
It's not saying na you can't do it alone, but it's also putting an emphasis na if you're someone who thrives in collaboration, that you will shine a lot brighter.
But we're not saying na mawawala yung mga bagay na hindi ka magaling. May mga times talaga na may mga bagay kang gagawin na hindi aligned sa strengths mo. And that is normal. Ang sinasabi lang natin is how can you have more situations wherein you get to use your strengths. Mas nagiging satisfied ka sa totality ng life mo kapag ganon.
Ako, from what I'm getting from this topic, it's good as a human being to know your weaknesses. Diba? Maganda yun eh. na alam mo yung weakness mo. But at the same time, it's also good to invest in yourself. So what do I mean by that? Sometimes kasi, in denial din tayo sa mga flaws natin as a human being. So it's best for me to seek someone's help. Just like kay Coach. Kasi ako, for example, Bri, I would never hesitate to seek professional help. Professional help in a way na for greatness, Diba sabi nga, para mas ma-improve yung cognitive mo in a way na mas ma-reach mo pa yung next level mo. So ako, for me, ang takeaway ko lang dun is, it's good to know your weakness, but it doesn't, how would I say this? Ano yung sinabi ko kanina? Hindi, mas maganda rin to invest in yourself. To get professional help.
Yes.
Yun din yung sa akin. Is it considered professional help? It is, right?
Oh, yeah. There
In
are
a sense,
different
yeah.
types of help. Mayroong training, mayroong therapy, mayroong coaching. Coaching is more on moving forward kind of help. Ayan.
Moving forward kind of help. Ayun lang. Let me, lang.
So, Coach Ron, maybe you'd like to impart ano ba yung mga payo mo sa mga nakikinig sa atin, mga kalubarkada, mga ka-whiskey natin out there in, the topic natin of focusing on your strengths.
Share ko lang na ano ang pinagdadaanan, there's something inside you that will help you go through challenges, achieve success in a more loving and joyful way. And that is through your strengths. Kailangan lang muna ma-discover mo. Take time. Pwede naman siya kahit ikaw lang mag-isa mag-reflect. Ano ba yung mga bagay that makes me feel happy na ginagawa ko kahit hindi pa siya tapos? Ano yung mga bagay na masaya ko pero kahit nag-fail, gusto ko siyang ulitin because I want to excel in this. Sino yung mga tao na masasabi kong asset because they give value and I become a better person
Because of them, yeah.
because of them. Work on that and then look for ways on how you can have more of that and do it on a daily basis. Mas makikita mo na nagbabago yung life mo. Pati yung pagsasalita ko, nag-iba din.
Galing.
And yun yung marirelate natin on how, focusing on our strengths can lead us to our highest purpose in life.
Because, kung alam mo yung parable of talents, diba? Kapag may binigay sa'yo, and binaon mo lang sa lupa, baka bawiin lang sa'yo. So, kung may binigay sa ating gifts, the most, or the best thing that we need to do with them is to develop them, appreciate them, and be a fruitful person because of our strength. And ang masasabi ko talaga based on experience, habang nag-achieve tayo ng success because of strengths, we become more connected sa self. Wow. And yun na, parang feeling ko, wow, andito yung purpose ko in life. Ayan. And naging kalmado na ako tao. Hindi na ako galit.
So,
Hindi ko na naabutan yung past version na naabutan ko na medyo kalmado na si Coach.
So, before we let you go, Coach, ang tanong ko lang, so alam mo na ang purpose mo in life? Alam mo na ang purpose mo in life?
Ay, nakakatuwa, no? May mga stages ng life ko na masasabi ko, ito yung purpose ko in this stage of life. So, kung ang tanong is, alam ko na yung purpose ko in life, in the stage of my life, yes, I do. Pero ang tanong is, pwede ba siyang mag-evolve?
Or mag-iba?
Or mag-iba? I am open to that. But definitely, it's still me focusing on where I can contribute more. So, ngayon, I'm not saying na eto na yan, wala nang iba, but I would say I am doing something that is purposeful, where I can contribute, and also I can be satisfied and happy and fulfilled. Ayan.
Wow. So, Coach Ron, bago tayo magtapos, no? Maybe you can share to our ka-whiskey and mga kalobarkada natin. Saan ka ba nila makikita? Especially if they would want to avail your service. One-on-one man yan or maybe corporate kasi you're doing corporate.
Yes,
right?
I do.
Consultancy as well.
Ayan. You can look up to me sa Facebook, Coach Ron Magsalin, and also LinkedIn, Ron Magsalin. Chinek ko naman, wala nang iba.
Wala na iba. Ayan. And with that, Direk,
Yes.
Maraming salamat for listening and watching on this episode. We will see you on the next one. Cheers, guys.
Alright.
Cheers.
Relax na tayo, sober man o tipsy. Aral makukuha mo sa life over whiskey.
Big Eyes Production.